Oop, I just ripped the leaf. See what I just did just now? That's alright. This one is the Malaysian Goronong Goronong. I'm not even sure how you pronounce that. Goronong. This again is of the broadleaf type. You can see the size of the leaf to my hand. This is a smooth stem variety. No flowers on this yet, so I can't tell you what the flowers look like. There is some purpling on the stems. A very healthy plant. This plant is very healthy. What I will say about these large type plants with these large leaf types is that they seem to be very slow growing, very long season type plants. These are the kind of plants you're going to want to bring in for the winter. If you start them in if you're lucky enough to start them in April, you should have something by end of July, August. You should start seeing flowers and some peppers coming out. But you're not gonna see them ripen up until September. So they're a long season type peppers. These plants were started in January of 2016, middle of January. So just to give you an idea, this has been going since middle of January. This thing's only a foot tall, and yeah, maybe with a little bit more sunlight, because you could see it's a little. This greenhouse is, it's got some shading in it, so maybe that's kind of slowing the growth down a little bit. But this is going to be your average growth, give and take. This is what you should expect. So this is the Malaysian Goronong. No flowers, unfortunately, yet. It didn't branch off yet. You can see that it's still baby in its baby stage. So we got a ways to go before I can actually either post this video or make an update to it, show you the flower to it or something. Right now it's still kind of young. So the Malaysian Goronong.